All right, once again, more silver and gold news, courtesy of Silver Doctors here. Again, last several videos, it seems like several days, COMEX this, COMEX that, silver inventories, man, there's got to be something going on behind the scenes for sure. Like I said, man, it would be great to just really know someone in the know instead of being a fly on a wall, and that wall is very far away from what's really happening. We have to speculate and look at data and make, guesses at things. I mean, they're pretty educated guesses, but very interesting stuff. From the SRS Rocco report, is trouble brewing, deliverable silver stocks at the COMEX reach historic low. Again, the deliverable is the registered category of silver at the COMEX. According to the CME Group's recent release, COMEX registered silver inventories reached an all-time low yesterday. The registered silver inventories are those stocks ready to be delivered into the market. Looking at the data put out by Sherlinks, registered silver inventories haven't been this low going back to the 1970s. I'm telling you, this is just absurd, because even in 2011, when we had the big price rise and the smashing, you couldn't say, oh, well, registered silver inventories haven't been this low since the 1970s. But they are right now. And silver's already 80 to 1 with gold. The gold is silver to gold ratio. The registered silver inventory suffered a large drop yesterday when 3.6 million ounces were transferred out of 3 depositories. The CNT depository transferred 374,000 ounces. The Delaware depository transferred 1.492 million. And JP Morgan 1.742 million ounces. The 3.6 million ounces were transferred out of registered inventory and into eligible. Thus, there are now only 25.3 million ounces of registered silver inventories at the COMEX, period. Let me make sure I've got this chart here. Actually, the whole page, just so that you can see what I'm seeing when I switch back and forth. So it says the chart below only goes back until 2001. But as we can see, the registered silver inventories have never been this low. Before yesterday's 3.6 million ounce decline, the last record low was in July 2011, when the registered silver inventories fell to 26.7 million ounces. What is interesting about this chart is the rapid decline of registered silver inventories over the past year compared to the downtrend from 2008 to 2011. From the beginning of 2008, the registered silver inventories fell from 90 million ounces to 26.7 million ounces in July of 2011. Thus, the total decline was 64 million ounces over this 3.5-year period, averaging out to be 18.3 million ounces per year. Now compare that to the 45 million ounce decline starting at the peak of March 2015, which is 70.3 million ounces. This was a huge 45 million ounce decline in less than a year, almost 3 times the decline rate compared to the 2008 through 2011 period. Registered silver inventories, owners per ounce surge over past month. Since the end of January 2016, registered silver owners per ounce surged 75% from 20 to 35. In April 2015, there were a little more than 10 owners per ounce of registered silver at the COMEX. However, this began to rise slowly, then surged in the beginning of February from 20 owners per ounce to 35 yesterday. Actually, 34.53 it says. What is even more interesting is looking at the same chart, showing more detail going back until 2005. In July of 2011, we can see the total open interest. So second chart from the top, this one right here. Total open interest falling along with the owners per ounce. Thus, there were 2 falling red arrows in July 2011, with one pointing up showing the increase in owners per ounce. The reason for this is simple. As the registered inventories decline, the owners per ounce increases. Now, if we look at the current trend, we see a much different picture. First of all, the current decline of registered silver inventories, third chart from the top, so this one here, is much steeper than in 2011, as well as the owners per ounce. Furthermore, the open interest is trending higher while the registered inventories continue to decline. That is shown by the up arrow in the second chart from the top. This one. This is strange indeed. Something just isn't right at the COMEX. Not only are the registered gold inventories at historic lows, so are the registered silver inventories. It will be interesting to watch the registered silver inventory over the next 3 to 6 months as the broader stock markets continue to decline. I believe this decline of registered silver inventories denotes a tightness in the market, even though certain indicators don't show it. Yeah, that's because most indicators are numbers rigged by the club. So you can't really go by a lot of that. But again, looking at the stuff we can look at, like what I just read, some of what I just read you, there's absolutely something going on. There's just no question. I still can't figure out why they haven't done a number on gold and silver. As I'm doing this video, it's 10 p.m. on Thursday, the 25th, February 2016. It's options expiration. Gold's up $3.65. Silver is actually completely flat. Not up, not down. It's at zero. You know, as far as it's at 1523, but it's not up or down. It is flat. I should be looking at this right now they should both be significantly in the red. You know, gold should be down 20, 30 bucks at least. Silver should be down 40, 50 cents. The club took out some short positions. You know, they call it the commercial category. That's the big banks, that's the club. And yet I'm not even seeing it. So what are they doing with it? Did they already unload it and nothing happened? There were actually buyers there to scoop it all up? Again, these reports are, I think, Tuesday to Tuesday, so it's always a week behind. But it just things are just not making sense. And when I say that, they already weren't making sense when we all thought we were living in a world where there were free markets and there's buyers and sellers and there's no intervention by governments or banks. But we're past that. We know there is. So we got used to seeing what they do and calling that normal. So even that is abnormal right now. So all we can do is sit back and watch at this point. But all I know is I got a little more silver recently, and I hope you did too. Take care. Oh, and if the club does do a number on gold and silver, I mean a heavy-duty number, I will find a way to get some more in a hurry as well. That's called bonus time. But I'm not standing around waiting for bonuses. I'm going to keep buying and keep buying like I always do. Take care.